comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
You gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile.
Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What is he thinking here? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. There's a corner switch. Knockdown. Throws him down. Neither of them willing to back off. Whiffs the throw. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Very solid corner switch. Springs forward with the drive rush. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, what's coming up next? Smart play with the throw. Going in? Oh God, this is tense. Can they turn out? Expect the tempo of the match to change. Neither fighter can use it. Fantastic cross-up. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Who's going to start things off? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have. Hits them with a stop and pop. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fight experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. What a reaction to go air to air. What'll happen here? Solid anti-air. Manages to block the leg save. No burnout. Did they mean to do that? Still alive? Still alive? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 1 has the life lead. Knockdown. The move whiffs and they get nailed with the punish counter. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Next hit will end the round. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Down to the wire. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Heats it up with a combo into super. Now, can they finish the job? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Doing some quick planning, throws out a projectile. Throws them. What's next? Drive rush to keep it going. Going in, showing some real tenacity. Jumps up. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Knockdown and jumps. That back row was huge. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. You've got to be mindful. Springs forward with the drive rush. Connects with the throw. The low. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that football. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Misses the drive impact. Player 2 with the life lead. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Holds out with the block. Sticks the jump in. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Jumps in. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners.
How'd I lose?
Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Taking stock. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Fantastic reactions there. Knockdown. Nice tech. Okay, creating some space here. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens. Oh, burnout triggered. Jump KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They were right to be on guard there. Oito throw. You can't let him close in like that. Player brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They return burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to kick. Oicho. Anything off the smack delivers the pain right to their doorstep. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Coming through. Stays cool in counters. Player 2 has the life lead.
Not so fast. Come here.
The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Can't tech the throw? Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? Life lead opens up. Oh, burnout triggered! Both fighters planning something? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Hanging on for dear life. Checks him with a projectile. Both fighters are just about done. Big meter gap here comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Charges forward. Hits him with a stop and pop. The fighters continue to check it. Oicho! Does a good job of pushing back. A quick breather. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Okay, it delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Going in. Misses the grab. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Taking no prisoners. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. Throws them. Sure you can. A jump in. Throws that off. Looking to follow up after that target. Oh, putting the cherry on top. No, this will break them. Amazing. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Close range projectile. Looking for a hole. Gotta do better than that. Player one is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. Anti-air in the punch. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Both sides, all the throw connects. The drive impact doesn't work. Punish counter on reaction. A real test of nerve here. Even the slightest hit may end the round. Oh, yo, Ross, super hit. Oh, I can't believe it. Burns out. Player two can't let this simmer. Escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. Answers with a fireball. They are done. Player one clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips him up. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Checks with the projectile. Player two chases them down. Knockdown. Absorbs the attack and fires back. At this range, many hold your breath. It's not over. No more. Gets him. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Brushes off the impact. That attack landed for a count. Doesn't miss a beat. Blocks the impact. How will they manage their drive phases? Heavy punch sends them flying. Oh, burnout triggered. Burnout activates. Knockdown and from upstairs. On for the critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all in this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player one will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Noticeable screw pile driver! You need guts to pull that off! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The drive impact doesn't work. Blocks it. Great headbutt. Excellent block. Player 2, gotta do better than that. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They just won't stop switching sides. Throws them. Big throws. Impact squash. This unleashes some big damage. All the throw connects. Drops them hard. Here comes the corner pressure. Cross up. It's denied. The drive impact doesn't work. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? Blocks that off. A projectile to say, get off of me. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Are you kidding me? Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This can lead to some big damage. Nice double lariat. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Holds out with the block. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Goes for the super arm? Knockdown. How's this round going to develop? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws him. What's next? Headbutt. Brushes that off and keeps going. Shinku Hadouken. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Hold your breath. Okay, a super art? Throws a fireball. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Double lariat, and now? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Headbutt! Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Nice double lariat. Anti-air drops. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. So little life left. They just won't stop switching sides. Both fighters planning something? Excellent block. Knocked them out of the air. A real test of nerves here. Anti-air in the clutch. Flatline them. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Drops them hard. Blocks the cross up. Good read. Barely blocks the jump. It crowns him from above. Mediator! Pumps the brakes on the impact. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Okay, here the drive impact doesn't work. Clutch anti-air. Excellent block. Solid anti-air. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. Punish counter sets the table. Turning it right up with a super. Are we going to see a comeback here? Burns out. Noticeable luck. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh, no. They set him up so dirty. They got to find something. Are you kidding me? Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
My turn.
Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Who's gonna make a move? Knockdown. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a chance with that jump in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Taking stock. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Connects with medium kicks. Knockdown. The kick hits! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Doesn't miss a beat. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Breaks the block with a throw. Oh, says no to the impact. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Looking for a chance. So, what's next? What'll happen here? KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Knockdown. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. The throw is escaped. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Throws them to negate the block. Projectile to try and change the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. How's this? Misses the drive impact. Chin-right kick for a mix-up. With this super art connect, KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still very early in the round. Okay, creating some space here. Hits him with a stop and block. They return to center stage. Knockdown and connects with medium kick. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Chin-right kick for a mix-up. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Shuts that down with a parry. The throw whips. Closes the gap. Player 2 can't use any connects with the throw. Going in. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Jumps up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Crowns him from above. Hits that with confidence. Player 2 can't use dashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out.
How'd I lose?
That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Grabs a solid advantage after that big combo. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. on dangerous turf. Hold your breath. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Checks him with a projectile, throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now. Oh, burnout triggered! Fires off the Shinku Hadouken! What'll happen here? Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback! Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Earlier we saw a nice comeback with some very tough mental fortitude on display. You know the opponent isn't going to forget that. Gets the combo. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Hits him with a stopping bot. Ooh, snap kick sends him spinning. This is a turn. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Oh, burnout triggered. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Rushes that off and keeps going. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Springs forward with the drive rush. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. What now? And it is on. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. The super connects. Connects with the throw. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player two. Oh my, the throw tech. Impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Dragon Lash. Putting it all on the line. Takes it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Bet that. Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. What a statement with that fireball. This is gonna hurt. It is over. Player two has got...
Comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Stands firm and blocks the driver. Impact's a no-go. All right, what's coming up next? It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Heats it up with a combo into super. Brushes off the impact. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much. Snipes them out the air. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Rushing attack to start. That's a nice way to get someone's attention. Jumps up. Which way you gonna block? Super clutch corners. Ooh! Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. There's an overdrive shorty. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. The drive impact is denied. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Blocks it. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Ooh, what a smart throw. Gets the side switch. Goes to the air. Meets them air to air. Drops them. Like solid anti-air. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Closes it out. This This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Rushes down the opponent to impose their will. Medium kick. The drive impact doesn't work. They return to center stage. This is gonna hurt. Both sides getting ready. Player, nothing stops this train. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. And whip. They're wide open. Putting the cherry on top. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Very solid corner switch. Player one chases them down. Gets the crossover. Knockdown. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Solid combo. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. With the throw. Takes a trip. Slips the grab.
It's not over.
Experiencing burnout. Going in. Jumps in. Feeling out the spacing. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Each hit is in there. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps up. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. Bops him with a target combo. Both fighters planning something? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. The big flex, the broken jaw. Sure you can.
What's wrong? Get up.
We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance the drive impact doesn't work. And impact squashed. Looking for a hole. Drive impact misses. There's the impact. Not letting that go untouched. That combo finishes it. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Deftly shuts out the jumping. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Still slugging it out here. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. No good up high. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the throw. Trips him up. Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Was looking for that jump attack. Down to the wire. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? What'll happen? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw soup KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps in. Throws them to negate the block. Big low reaching heavy. Jumps. Grabs them. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 can build off this lead. Grabs and throws them away. Throws a fireball. Jumps up, hits him with a stop and bop. A quick breather. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. No escaping that. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Oh! Uh-oh. Falls short. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Throws them to negate the block. The pressure is so intense here. Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Chucks him with the projectile. Still very early in the round. Flushes that off and keeps going. Adds on a bit extra to that. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Takes a trip. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws him. Shinku Hadouken. Double lariat and now low heavy. Throws him. Both fighters planning something? Still scrapping for control of the space. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. So, what's next? They're recovered. Jumps. A wheel doesn't touch the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Trips them up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to spend the meter and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Burnout it. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Shoots off a fireball up close. With the throw. Oh! This is gonna be bad news. Hits him with a stop and pop. Adds on a bit extra to that. Fires off a Shinku Hadouken. What'll happen here? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The drive impact is denied. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. They were expecting that drive impact. Good. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Knockdown and gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Counting on the super to do the job. Perfect. Goes for it and puts them down with the impact. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Throw is denied. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Wall splat into the card break. Oh, here we go. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2, it throws them. Amazing. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They're in the corner. Knocked them out of the air. This may turn excellent block. They are not getting close to each other. Raw super hard incoming. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Knockdown. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? An aggressive attack. Easily escapes. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Both sides looking for an opening. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Next up, projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Did well to get the buff in there. Good parry here to try and make something happen. Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Still very early in the round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. What'll happen here? That's a counter. Which way you gonna block? Gets a risky pump in. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. On for the critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Player 2, experiencing burnout. Nothing stops this train. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Okay, here we jump. Will this super art do anything? A lot of pressure building up here. What are they gonna do? Cross super art incoming. We're so close to the end. They're going for the super art. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Here comes the corner pressure. A jump? That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Parried the fireball. Ooh, what a smart blow. Excellent block. What are they gonna do? This can lead to some big damage. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Nothing stops this train. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Excellent damage on that. Knocked them out of the air. Ooh, put a little extra on that. A real test of turns out. Dangerous range here. Pass them on the go. Flatline though. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Show to start something. Utilizes the parry here to try and establish the pace. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Knockdown. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Did well to get the buff in there. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks him with the projectile. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Show to start something? Hits him with a stop and pop. Bumps up. Ooh. Players, were they baiting them into that? Looking to impress with this super. I said Gankai Rapture. Playtime's over.
Good, isn't it?
They must have a game plan here with a critical arc. Ooh, does them dirty. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
This is the path I have chosen.
A real test of nerves here. How did they anticipate that jump in? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Gets a good read on their opponent. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Starts off zoning with Fireball. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Grabs them, takes a trip. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The fight continues. Oh! Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Oh, burn a KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Checks them with the projectile. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Okay, creating some space here. Fights out of the corner. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 has a slight light. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with hits him with a stop and pop. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Oh, could be the start of something. Grabs and throws him away. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Ooh, brushes that off and keeps going. Nice double lariat. Shoots their shot. Punish counter sets the table. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Both players with no drive in the tank. One fighter's drive with this super art connect. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting KO. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Holds out with the block. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Still very early in the round. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 just brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Barely blocks the jump in. What'll happen here? Gets the jump in. Blocks it. Big throws. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Scrapping it out up close. KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Final round. Brushes that off and keeps going. Good instincts to spend resources. Looking to impress with this super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
What will drop them from the air? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this kick and whip. They're wide open. There's a burnout. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
What drives impact misses? A projectile to say, get off of me. Connects with the throw. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. I can't. Oh, sees right through. They didn't attempt the throw. Player 2 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rundown. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overkill. Hits him with a stopping box. Misses the drive impact. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They're bagging on a super arc here to turn up the heat. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 has the super meter lead and may want to try to press the attack. The grab misses. Shoots off a fireball up close. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come experiencing burnout. Knockdown. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Throws them to negate the block. Medium kick. Scrapping it out up close. Jump drive rush to keep it going. All right, springs forward with the drive rush. This is gonna be bad news. Full SO picks a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Knockdown and genius read with that throw escape. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Throws a fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No, oh my God, they just trumped it up. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball here. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? One chance drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 crowns him from above. Yes, drive impact for the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Immediate jump in. Both of them were ready for a throw. Throw escape delivers the pain right to the doorstep. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Barely blocks the jump in, brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 is inside switch. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Amazing! The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Punish counter on the action. All in with a rook chisels them down. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gets the jump in. Whiffs the throw. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 1 has the life lead. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. Well-timed corner switch. Throws him. What's next? The jump-in is denied. Reads their mind and texts a throw. Brushes off the impact. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Oh, hits them with a stopping block. Opts to continue the attack, experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. The big flex, the broken jaw. Sure you can.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Going in? Smart play with the throw. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Gotta be careful not to knock them out of the air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Drive impact misses. Connects with the throw. Throws them from above. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. In attack range. Drops them from the air. Throws them. Both sides and closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump and whip. They're wide open. Zones with the fireball. Player 2 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Wrecks them. Time to reassess the situation. Brushes that off and keeps going. Crowns them from above. Player 1 breaks it. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Gotta do better than that. What now? Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. But drives impact misses. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Sets up with the jump in. A jump in? Pumps the brakes on the impact. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes that just adds a bit of OD spice. Closes it out. Player 1 comes away with the win.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. That was a solid anti-air. Tons of drive and health to work with. Still slugging it out here. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Holds out with a block. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Throws them. What's next? Life lead opens up. Takes the chance to hurt him. Experiencing burnout. Ancient talons are out. Let's see what happens now. Player 2, Shinju Hadouken. Oh God, this is tense. Okay, creating some space here. Long-range fireball to break the silence. This is gonna be bad news. KO. Player 1 with a big first-round pickup. Can they close it out? Are we going to see some fireworks? Down to the wire. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Player 1 has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Sneaks in above. In with Snake Step. Gets out of there with the backdash. Nightshade Pulse comes out to play. Both fighters planning something? Jumps? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Oh, says no to the impact. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Crowns them from above. What'll happen here? The drive impact doesn't work. Jumps in. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Sets up with the jump in. This unleashes some big damage. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Adds a bit of OD spice. There's a drive impact. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Player 1 has depleted their drive in, but they are still within range to win this round. Nightshade Pulse. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. This is a critical that charges up the plasma. Flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Oh, combo. Let's go. Player 2 with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? The drive impact doesn't work. Nightshade Pulse. Dangerous range here. Knocked them out of the air. Nice fireball. Blast that off. Only 50% life left. There's a drive impact. Burns out. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Nightshade incoming. Too far for the throw to connect. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1, there's a burnout. Trying to dig in deep with those claws. Reads the jump in perfectly. What's gonna happen here? It is over. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Excellent block. The throw is teched. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both fighters are looking for a way to fill up their super arc gauge. Oh, what a move. Very solid corner switch. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Taking stock. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Just out of range for that throw. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Great work finding the opening. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Okay, creating some space here. Feeling out the spacing. Fireball from very long. What's next for you? What'll happen here? In with Snake Step. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Watching each other carefully. Who'll make the first move? Dives in with cruel fate. Grabs and throws them away. finds the target. Wrecks them. Super Art pierces and drops them. Or pumps the brakes on the impact. Super Art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. My magnum opus! Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Blocks the jump in. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Trying to read each other here? Coming through. Feeling out the spacing. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Sees it coming and blocks it out. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Impact's a no-go. Checks them with a projectile. The jump-in is denied. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Life lead opens up. Shinku Hadouken! Knockdown. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent charges forward. Brushes off the impact. Shoots off a fireball up close. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The drive impact is denied. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Hits up the jump. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Anti-air drops him. Not much life difference. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Hits him with a stopping block. Uses the gauge for a super art. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws a fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits him with a stopping block. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. Drive impact misses. Player 1 is barely hanging on to their last bit of drive. We have a super burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looking for a hole. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. a burnout. Player one is in a very good knocked him out of the air. Medium kick into stun, city, population, huge. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is no critical art now. A real test of full venting on the fireball. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps, hits them with a stopping block. Strings it all together. Trying to read each other here. Next up, they get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Blocks the jump in. Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Player two blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Taking stock. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Gets a chance with that jump in. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws him. What's next? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Holds out with the block. Gets him. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks them with the projectile. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? This fight charges forward. So they break forward to going on the offensive. They both have full rush that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they bears the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A quick breather. Breaks the block with a throw. Jump drops them. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, snipes! This is gonna hurt. Life lead, huge chance after that wall splat. Knockdown and connects with the throw. Jump! Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent rushes that off and keeps going. Ups the damage on that. It's a good spot to use the super. Do it to them. Show the people what they can see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
What will they do next? There's a drive impact. Player two and turning it right up with a super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. What do both players do if the drive impact doesn't work? Keeps him up, sets up with the jump in. Okay, cross that off. Great job, and there's the burnout. Comes, grabs him, pancake time. Excellent block. Jump. Are you kidding me? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, pop that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Does a good job of pushing back. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. The jump in is denied. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Looking to cook them up, weaving that super art into the combo. Taking stock. Had the radar up and running. The quarter makes it. This is a huge chance to make them feel it. Life lead opens up. Life lead is opening up, but that gets the KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Converts the opening impact into a punish counter. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Fireball from very low. What's next here? Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 can build off this lead. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Risky up-close scrap still going. Show of force. The super doesn't hit. A quick breather. Player 1, yes. Drive impact for the win. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin.
An honor, to be sure.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Ooh, what's this? Decides to go in with the target combo. Anticipates the overhead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with the projectile. Raised on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. How can they use this to their advantage? Trips them up. Player 2 in that dick. This is going to hurt. All right, what's coming up next? Opts for the throw. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Grabs him. Knockdown. Combo with the target combo. Three glove. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Life wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. A quick breather. Smart play with the throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Three glove. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap, knockdown, and max SA gauges? Were they baiting them into that? Player uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Can they create an opportunity for themselves? Let the Chernobyl rip! Excellent read! Player 2, can't you connect with the throw? What now? Can they use Gypsum for the win? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. With the impact. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Deal some damage with that quick combo. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him. What's next? What are they thinking here? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The kick hits! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The super doesn't hit. Gets a normal hit from the driving pack. They're still good. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Throw leaves them wide open. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation, experiencing burnout. Oh, he'll drive us! Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish! That combo finishes it! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Let us begin.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Both fighters have completely emptied out their drive gauge and are in burnout state. Not a lot of patience on show here today. Throws him. What's next? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Throws them to negate the block. That drive impact doesn't get through. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Life lead opens up. All right, there's an overdrive shorty. Still slugging it out at this range. Hanging on for dear life. The kick hits! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Combo with the target combo. Takes the chance to hurt him. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps up. How will they manage their drive gauges? Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure... burnout activates! Player 2 in dire straits with burnout! Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Midway through the round, expect to see our fighters settle into their grooves. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. They're going for the super arc? Oh yeah, that's what I like to see! In real rip-off!
Bet that hurt.
They're thinking of... Ooh, what a smart blow! What'll happen here? Impact squashed! Knocked them out of the air! A wheel denies the jump-in attempt! Player 2 brings it home! Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Go time! These developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 has the life lead. Who's it gonna be? Goes for the fireball. turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. From up above, takes a trip, grabs them. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Player 2 is in burnout, drives off the table. Adds on a bit extra to brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 1, this is a huge chance to make he gets some. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Checks them with the projectile. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Springs forward with the drive rush. Misses the drive impact. Sticks the combo. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Zones with the fireball. Doing some quick planning? Burnout activates. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is a good spot to use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Real rip-off. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What anticipated that throw? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. And whip! They're wide open! Gets the quick dash shorty! What a read with that anti-air! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps? Big throw. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Hits the drive. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? Going on the offensive? Player 2 rushes that off and keeps going. Player 2, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1, ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides get knocked them out of the air. And whips, they're wide open. Tries to act quickly, but whips the attack. Player 2 can't use it. Oh my, the throw tech. Player 2 is in a fit, reads the jump in perfectly. This can lead to some big damage. The brain on this fighter to fit to the counter in that situation. React. Oh, it's enough. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws them. Jumps it, crowns them from above. Jumps up. Goes for the jump in. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Takes a trip. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Box him with a target combo. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Life lead opens up. All right, what's coming up next? That drive impact doesn't get through. Okay, KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. The jump-in is denied. Hold your breath. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Shinku Hadouken brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Whiffs the throw. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jump-in. Goes for it all, but just misses. Very slick with the combo. Jumps up. Not looking too impressed with this super. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very... Oh, the throw connects. They just won't stop switching sides. A fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Burnout, but they may have a plan here. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Player 2. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Goes for the fireball. Oh, yo, Ross super hit. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Flatline zone.
Woo,
I dare you to find me a better